afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It was a long but rewarding day of press sessions with our amazing contestants. First of all, I would like to say some words. Bulgaria is a country that is still searching for its place within the international music scene. We are a relatively new addition to the Eurovision family of events, and that's why this moment is so special for us. Being a host of Junior Eurovision is a dream come true for Bulgaria and the Bulgarian national television. And we would like to share our feelings, our emotions, and our passion for music with you. Speaking of emotions, there is a lot to be shared. We have the incredible 17 countries this year, each represented by impressive young artists. Some of them you have already met today during the first Q&A sessions. And now it's time to invite the most important members of the 2015 Junior Eurovision's team. Dear colleagues, please welcome Viara Ankova, Director General of the Bulgarian National Television. Vladislav Yakovlev, Executive Supervisor of Junior Eurovision. Welcome. And Ioana Levieva-Sawyer, Executive Producer of Junior Eurovision 2015. Have a seat and feel comfortable. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Is it on?
Yeah, I think it's on already.
Okay,
yes.
great.
So, my first question will be to Viara Ankova as a General Director of the host broadcaster, the Bulgarian National Television. Mrs. Ankova, how important is it for the Bulgarian National Television, a broadcaster with 56 years of history, to host such a huge event? Actually, the Junior Eurovision contest is the biggest television project ever produced in Bulgaria.
Здравейте, hello. I would like first to welcome you all here in Bulgaria, and I would like to excuse myself to all Bulgarian colleagues here that I'm going to speak in English. Извинявам се на всички български журналисти тук, че ще говоря на английски, но тъй като се предава в момента на живо в официалния уебсайт на Junior Eurovision TV, няма как да има превод, затова ще говоря на английски. Of course, we are really very proud that we are going to host such a big song contest, the biggest one in Europe of such wonderful, brilliant young talents. And we are very proud also that we are going to be the center for these days of all these young talents of Europe. I would be honest, it was very difficult for us all these months. We have taken nearly all of our decisions in very big discussions here among our colleagues, among people from European Broadcasting Union that were responsible for Junior Eurovision Song Contest. We were discussing the logos first. We started with that, and we had different scenarios for logos, but at the end we approved this one, and I hope you all like it. It's our idea to represent through it the scenery of our beautiful country. You know, one of our symbols of the country of Bulgaria is the rose, but we decided not to have the rose, but to have a flower that got such petals when they're blown by the wind and they're thrown all over the world, the country, as our aim is to have all these talents kind of make them happy and make them believe that they are going to fulfill all their dreams. Then come our discussion about the slogan. We really liked the slogan that Malta had last year, #Together. So we started discussing how we're going to develop on it. And we decided on Discover for the same nearly reason that I've already told you. And it's how we're going to kind of make these young talents believe in themselves, make them discover their dreams, discover new worlds, discover new cultures, discover new friendships. And that's why we decided that it's a very, very good slogan for Bulgaria. Moreover, I have already taught all the delegations and all the kids some words of one of my favorite singer, and that's John Lennon, that if you have a dream and you dream it by yourself, it's just a dream. But if you have a dream and you dream it together, it becomes a reality. So our dream here for all of our contestants, for all the delegations, is to make them believe in their dreams, and together can start making them turning them into a reality.
Thank you very much. Mr. Yakovlev, you have been working with the Bulgarian national television for almost 11 months. So, what can you tell us about your cooperation so far?
Well, I'm very grateful to them because they are real hard workers. I was wondering, that the event usually starts a year before, so we have a number of working meetings here. We came here 3 times, I think, together with the steering group, which also contribute a lot to this event. And every time we were here, we were surprised more and more by the efficiency and enthusiasm of BNT, and not only BNT, but there is also part of the international crew which are involved, I also liked that immediately found the common language with each other, and they were working together, and it was very encouraging. Another thing which I would like to point is the planning. You were doing everything was done so much in advance, which was also really nice to see, and we could see after the first dress rehearsals, the delegations were very happy about their performances, and again, that's thanks to the right schedule, to the right planning. I would say that overall, BNT and the production crew, the whole production crew, has put in an outstanding, let's say, amount of work, and I think that will be the best Junior Eurovision Song Contest ever so far.
I think that the common language comes from the common dream, right? Ioana, we are colleagues. It is obvious it took much effort for the Bulgarian national television and the European Broadcasting Union to organize the contest. Can you share with us more details about the preparation of the event?
First of all, I would like to say that it was really very rewarding to put all these different people and organizations and companies and production companies together to have this wonderful thing that is happening right now upstairs with the rehearsals. It was us, BNT, of course, in the center of it, but we also worked with many colleagues here in Bulgaria from all sorts of people, starting, let's say, from the municipality, the schools who are helping us, volunteers who are helping us, to major production companies, TV production companies in Bulgaria who took part in the preparations, who prepared videos, music, and show content for the program. Then, of course, it's the international production team that we didn't know, and we met them in the course of the year, and every single one of them contributed to the common result, and it was really very, very, very good. I want to mention especially John McCullough, the creative director, and Gordon Bonello, the show producer, but these are just 2 names, and there are about 70, 80 others just in the production team that I don't want to turn this into a list. But I thank sincerely each and every one of them, and it's very important to understand that television is a common work and every little thing is important. So that is what makes it happen, the fact that we're all working, including all of you here. So I thank you for being here and for sending our message to everybody who's interested.
Ioana mentioned the support you received from the schools. Viara, what can you tell us about the support you have received from other public institutions in Bulgaria?
She already said it, that the support was really great. It started from our government that secured the financial support at first, of course, and then all other institutions like schools and all other public institutions like the municipality, not only in Sofia but all over the country, because we decided that we have a different message sent to Europe, not only about Sofia, our capital, but about Bulgaria, and it's a very nice opportunity for us to present our country, because we've got really a very, very old country with ancient history, with vibrant culture, with so energetic people, and our aim was to kind of reveal that image through this show, through the videos that you're going to see on Friday and Saturday. So I'm really, really very grateful to all of them for their sincere support.
Thank you very much again. Joanna, we know that there is a great amount of people who are working on the project. How many key international professionals and Bulgarian TV staff are involved in the production?
Okay, let me see. I hope I don't mess this up, because I'm a journalist too, former journalist. I know how you guys like numbers. So we have almost 700 square meters of stage. We have about 80 technical staff, international technical staff, 14 cameras. We have over 200 Bulgarian cast. These are dancers, the choir of Bulgarian National Radio, another children's group of singers called Bonbon. We also have children from our School of Music here in Sofia who are classical musicians who also take part in this. We have, of course, our stars from last year, Krisia, Hassan and Ibrahim, who will deliver a special show for you that we are trying very much to keep a secret, and we hope we will surprise you very positively with this show. Apart from that, also we have a lot of people involved who are not on stage, but who are helping, like people in music studios around Sofia, in dance studios, the creators, the main dancing group, for example, who take part in these shows, are children from Varna, who it's a city on the Bulgarian coast, about 400 kilometers from here, who rehearsed and came here especially for this show. So a lot of people in Bulgaria were actually involved in it.
And we do have great atmosphere, don't we?
I hope so. You tell me. I hope you all feel welcome and happy here, and we have given you everything that you need to work and to feel positive and inspired.
Vlad, Italy won the 2014 Junior Eurovision Song Contest. However, Bulgaria is hosting the event this year. What is the main reason for this decision?
Well, you know, unlike the song contest, the country that wins doesn't need to host it. But of course, we approached this country. I was saying at the previous press conferences, and of course, the first country that won was Italy, and of course, we approached it, and they got interest. However, I don't know if I can reveal the secret. Viara was around; she was also very interested. Just like, but I said, sorry, we had to talk to Italy first, and it took a while. It took some time, and it was already January, I think, right? Like almost the end of January. And when we got the answer, yeah, exactly. And then we got the answer from Italy saying, sorry, no, we can't host it by obviously some reasons. And then I was approaching Viara, and I was thinking, God, I have no host broadcaster, because Viara might say, I mean, excuse me, it's too late already. But no, she was fine. She said, like, yes, we can do it, thanks God. And here we go. You were here.
Thanks God. Yeah. Speaking about the past, Ioana, you were head of the Bulgarian delegation in Malta when Krisia, Hassan and Ibrahim finished second. How proud were you?
I think it's very obvious what I will say. It was an extremely big moment for all of us. The children were happy, we were happy. Moreover, we were really very welcomed in Malta. Chrisia was very popular, so for us it was a terrific moment, really. Every time that Bulgaria got 12 points, it was a big cheer in all of our group. But let me say that it is actually, in the end of the day, all these children here on stage are winners. Because these are children who are very young, but they're singing in front of several thousand people in a concert, on an enormous stage, and in front of thousands of people on the TV screens. So to reach such a place, such a chance at such a young age, I think it makes every single of them a winner. It's a pity that we can only give one first prize.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a pity, really. Dear colleagues, it's time for your questions. Please raise your hand if you want to speak with our guests, and please present yourself and the media you work for. Firstly, I see that we have some questions via Twitter, right? Yeah.
Hi, so I'll read the Twitter questions. The first one we have is for Vlad. It's from @RabJohnBay. Can I vote in Asia?
Thank you for the question. No, you can't. but you know, yeah, we Eurovision, yeah. I mean, no, I'm actually very pro expanding the Eurovision, not only in Europe but also abroad. But you know, we presented last time, if I may say, about online voting, and we tried to develop it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen last time. This time, it's also technically it was possible to do, but we had some other issues, some financial issues. But definitely, we will do our best to make it next year, and I think that will give a possibility for people abroad to actually vote, at least online, for their best song.
Thanks. And the other question we have from Ken Beimer, will there be karaoke versions available because they're not on this year's album?
That's another good question. Thank you again. Well, karaoke was not produced. We are working with Universal on digital album release, and this time again, because of some let's say budget saving and focusing on the event itself rather on all these tiny little additional things, we decided to skip the karaoke. Again, this is a question that might be reconsidered for the next year.
Okay. Yes, please.
Hello, I'm John from ESC Insight. I'd just like to ask all of you really, obviously you've put a tremendous amount of effort into bringing the contest to Bulgaria and putting the show on. So I'd just like to know, what will success look like at the end of all of this?
I don't know. Probably to match the standard that Malta had last year, because I really think that Malta had a very, very great show. So of course our ambition is to surpass it. But we'll see. We have put a lot of efforts into it, but I'm very superstitious and I don't want to talk in advance. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Malta a little bit, how to say it, imposed Bulgaria with this high standard of the show. So Bulgaria, of course, wanted to do it high. And I think you really succeeded because, as you know, the press members still didn't see all the interval acts and the opening sequence, which you will see very soon. You'll be very, very much impressed.
We're basically hoping that all you guys have a great time. That's all. If everybody's happy and feels great in the hall and outside, this is the success.
I'm not superstitious. You will be surprised. So, any other questions?
Yes,
please.
Okay, Adrian reporting for EastPlus.com. My question, did you manage to get only 17 broadcasters or were you about to get more? I mean, especially talking about my television who is not competing.
Spain. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for your question. Year by year, we're trying to approach our TV Spain.
I know it's complicated.
Yeah, I know, but we're still trying, and I am very happy with that. With every year, we get more West European countries on board. You know, this time we have Australia and Ireland and Italy. And sorry. You know, in my mind, that's Western Europe. Sorry. Thank you, Luke. Anyway, again, I revealed secret to some of you. I revealed the secret. I can't keep them for a long time, unfortunately. That the head of delegation of France is coming here, and he is the new head of delegation of France. He is coming here, and he is very willing to see how the show goes and what it looks like. And it seems like we might have potentially the countries like France. Also, I had the interest from Baltic states, which suddenly appeared. Almost 3 of them at the same time. I don't know how they cooperate with this, but it was very funny. Anyway, I think year by year we'll have more and more countries. I hope so.
Dear colleagues, do you have any other questions? Yes, please, over there.
Hello, good afternoon. It's JP from Radio International. First of all, congratulations to Bulgarian television, and we're feeling very well here. It's one of the nicest organized Grand Prix so far, song contest. My question was to Vlad. We got a newcomer, 2 newcomers to the contest. It's Ireland and Australia. Last year you approached Italy as the winner to host the Eurovision Song Contest for the juniors. Would you do the same for Australia? And if they say yes, would we all have to fly to Melbourne? Or Sydney, as my colleague says here. What do the current rules say on that?
Yeah, but you know, the first, thank you for your question. But the first thing that I need to agree to host the event, first of all, I think we might potentially, just my personal opinion, we might go for the co-production between SBS and a European channel, somewhere on the territory, on European territory. First of all, technically, it's much easier for all of you to watch the show in the evening rather than at 4 a.m. or I don't know, depending on the night of the time shift. But I don't want to name anyone, but there was a funny comment from one of the head of delegation who was very willing. Said, "Okay, it's clear that we can't host it in Australia, but at least can we have our steering group meetings there a couple of times, you know, just to fly there." So we might look into that as well.
That would be great. I have family in Australia.
Oh, super.
Okay, the motto is #discover, not #dream. So. Do you have any other questions?
Ewan Spence from ESC Insight. Question to the BNT people. What have you discovered that Malta didn't tell you about putting this contest on?
If Anton Attard, who was in my position last year, has told me how hard it is and how much work it is and how many nights I will not sleep, I would have never taken the job, but now it's too late.
Do you have any other questions? Okay. Somebody else? Not? Okay. So I know that you're quite busy. So thank you for coming and sharing this special time with all of us. I wish you good luck with the preparation of the show, and I believe we all can't wait to see the show and enjoy the performances of our 17 participants. And dear colleagues, thank you for being here. Looking forward to see you soon. Have a good musical evening, and do not forget Discover Bulgaria. Thank you very much. Was it good?
Yeah, super.